All right. You guys. You freaking guys. Welcome to the school. Good old Professor Hypnotic is coming back at you today with yet another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. And I'm pumped for this one. I'm pumped because it's all about Galar Beginnings.
But Hypnotic, what's Galar Beginnings?
I'm going to tell you what Galar Beginnings is. It's the very first ever Pokemon Sword and Shield online competition. You heard me correctly. Online competition, head-to-head matches, ranked battles. This is for all the marbles. This is what we train for, right? So I'm pumped. As most of you know, I love competitive Pokemon. I love breeding. I love battling. So we're going to talk about this competition. We're going to talk about the dates and times of the competition. We're going to talk about the rules of the competition. And we're also going to talk about how you actually register to compete. So first, let's just jump right into it. I've got the actual official Pokemon website pulled up on the screen here. It says announcing the very first online competition, Galar Beginnings. Now the sign up period already began, right? Sign up period began on November 15th and it runs until Thursday, December 5th at 23:59 UTC. Now, pay attention to these time zones. Thursday, December 5th, 23:59 UTC for me is actually 5:59 p.m. on the Wednesday before. I live in the central time zone of the United States, so you got to pay attention to how your time zone correlates to UTC. If I wake up on Thursday morning and try to register for this competition, I will be too late. You got to pay attention. That's actually the Wednesday before for me at 5:59 p.m. Same thing goes for the competition period. Competition period begins Friday, December 6th, 0000 UTC. To Sunday, December 8th at 23:59 UTC. I know for me, again, Friday, December 6th at that time UTC is actually Thursday at 6 p.m. 6 hours beforehand. So pay attention. Make sure you convert your time zone wherever you live in the world to UTC and figure out when this actually begins for you so that you don't miss out. You don't want to miss out on the registration and you don't want to miss out on the actual competition period because you get to do 15 battles per day. 15 battles per day is how this works, and you don't want to miss your 15 battles because you weren't paying attention to the time zones. Now, the battle format is going to be singles battles. I'm pretty excited for that because I really like singles battles. Eligible Pokemon, it says Pokemon obtained in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Nobody is surprised by that. That's pretty obvious. But it does say here that certain special Pokemon will not be allowed. Those are going to be your mythicals, your legendaries. So Eternatus, Zacian, Zamazenta, they're going to have to ride the pine for this particular competition, right? Then it goes on to say register 3 to 6 of your Pokemon to your battle team. Now, you don't have to register the specific Pokemon that you are going to use when you register for the event. I've actually already registered for the event and it didn't ask me which Pokemon I'm going to use. You just need to have your Pokemon ready on the day that you begin battling. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, all Pokemon in this competition will automatically become level 50 for the duration of each match. That's kind of how they level the playing field. So it doesn't really matter whether your Pokemon are level 20 or level 100. They're going to get moved around, all changed to level 50 so that there's a level playing field. But that doesn't mean that your EV training goes away. Your EV training will still be in effect for those Pokemon. You're not going to lose that. It just gets moved down to what your Pokemon strength would be at level 50. So please remember your EV training. If you don't know how to EV train, come by one of my streams this week. I stream on Twitch mostly Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The link is down in the description, but we definitely do some competitive breeding and EV training on the Twitch channel. So come by, check that out. But we're going to keep moving for this video. We can talk about Twitch streams later. It does go on to say here that membership in the Nintendo Switch Online paid service is required. That's pretty obvious. If you want to do online competitions, you got to have an online Switch subscription. So pay attention to that. And then you'll be able to join the competition by opening the X menu in your game, selecting versus Battle Stadium, and then online competition. So let's go over that. Let's jump right to that. That's how you actually register for this competition. Let me actually hide my web browser. We'll pull up Pokemon Shield here, and I'm going to hit my X button. And in your X menu, you'll actually see that there's a little thing here called Versus. So you're going to click on Versus, and then you're going to click on Battle Stadium. Battle Stadium is where we're going. And then you're going to get a bunch of options once you get in here. Don't click on ranked battles, even though that sounds like you're headed in the right direction. That's not the right place. You want to go to online competitions. So you're going to click on online competitions. There we go. It's going to say checking status, and then you can click on participate in official competition, and you'll be able to register yourself. Now, if I click on it right now, it's just going to say checking on the status, and then it's going to come in here to this screen where it lets me check the regulations or actually click on battle. I've already registered, so this looks a little bit different for me. For you, you'll actually see the registration screen. If I click on battle right now, it's just going to say that the competition hasn't started yet. But that's where you actually want to go to register. Again, you don't have to register the specific Pokemon that you're going to use. You just want to make sure that you're registered before the cutoff of the actual sign up date. So get yourself registered for the competition as soon as possible. Get yourself registered ASAP. Over the next couple of days, I'll actually be training and building the teams that I plan on using for this competition. I'm going to be doing it on my live stream. So like I mentioned earlier in this video, if you haven't followed my Twitch channel yet, the link is down in the description. Go ahead and drop a follow. Twitch.tv/hypnoticmilotic. That is where I do most of my live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. This Monday and Wednesday, I will actually be showing you how I build my teams and which Pokemon I'm going to be using. I'm kind of showing you my strategy for what I'm going to do in this Galar Beginnings competition. Maybe you'll get some ideas for yourself. And then on Friday night stream, I will actually be doing my 15 competition battles for Friday live on Twitch. So definitely drop a follow on Twitch if you haven't already. Like this video and remember to subscribe here on YouTube, because when the competition is over, I'm actually going to be uploading a video of some of my battles and what worked during the competition, what didn't work, and how we can possibly get better for the next competition going forward. So follow on Twitch, like, subscribe here on YouTube, and that's going to wrap up today's video. But until next time, always wash your hands when you want to eat, but always keep them dirty enough to see where you come from. Love you guys. Peace.